Good morning. We're back at work. So today my idea is quite simple. It's about value. So what are you worth? There's a big question that's always boggled my mind to a point where I came to terms with self-loving, self-serving, putting yourself first. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So that has been a message that kind of makes me want to know God more, because if it says I'm an image of God, and then it says I must love my neighbor as myself, this means I reflect God through the love I express to others. So at church for this week I was asked to present about building relationships and building sustainable relationships. And then I thought, oh man, I hardly have people that understand me in relationships, because at the end it's like I'm too demanding, and people step back and they feel judged and they feel like I'm too righteous or whatever. And then I always wonder, how do people approach and treat relationships? How do you obsess about your relationship? How do you identify a relationship, market that relationship, evaluate that relationship, approach that relationship, get into that relationship, develop that relationship, learn from it, and gain from it? Because the problem is, at the end, you gotta gain from a relationship, right? And that's the part where I feel like the selfishness line is crossed or addressed, and most of the times people shy away, and that's why we end up having poor families, so many divorces, all this confusion that goes on in relationships, and the world becomes a chaotic place. Pass it on to the children will mess up. They pass it on to the children after that. Like things just get worse every moment. Things just, like, we are out of order. Now my question, so that we can look at the future and come up with a way, with ideas, and be comfortable discussing these ideas with each other as a community, so that individually as men, or as people, men and women, in our families, in our private places, we can be able to directly address worth, be able to appreciate someone's worth, whether or not they have money, and be able to make demands should they not have the money and you want something in return for the favors you are asking, and be ready to invest in those relationships. Sometimes you're going to be the one who loses most of the money but gets most of the work done on the ground, because you can't be in two places at a time, and money won't always work things out without a conversation, an honest, transparent conversation. So I realized lately that there's so much confusion in my life, because most of the people that I come across are afraid to address or talk about money matters, as we talk collaboration and helping each other out in the business, to be like, hey, can you market my stuff for me? I can give you a free perfume. This is what my plans are. At a certain point, this is so much commission I can commit to you if you commit to this request, and then the conversation goes on and on and on, and we are able to negotiate the question of money and compensation, because every relationship in this day and age depends and runs on money. So we have to be very comfortable talking about what's my worth, what am I bringing to the table, what past affects how I'm going to be involved to contribute in the way that I will contribute in this relationship. So there are choices that you made in the past. There are decisions that you made. There are things that you did or that you didn't do. And when you come into this relationship, you are accountable for all those things, because they make you who you are and they put you in the position that you end up in a relationship. But you can be in a position of greater strength without money, but also be able to value yourself in a way that whatever money that you demand from the person that has the money, who is powerful in the financial aspect, they are able to also understand the risk that they are getting into and the kind of commitment that they have to also own as part of the package, as part of the deal, and then also understand that both sides have terms and conditions, and then come to terms, negotiate. Then at the end, there are clear relationships that last longer, clear relationships that are based on growth and progress, clear relationships that have an investment line for the long run. Then we are building a community. You understand? We have this village that can raise a new generation that's looked towards the right direction. We may not live to see the day, but it's a start. And one way or another, someone needs to address these things, and then we address them from a personal perspective. So the gospel of money in relationships, worth. What's your worth? What's my worth? Welcome to the TAG show, the Talent and Gospel show, and this is the end of today's question or thought. Let me know what you think in the comments and tell me how we can best discuss. I have great collaborations coming up. I need all the assistance. I'm setting up everything. You may see other episodes labeled wrong. Sometimes you may receive a link and then there's new edits. The sound is crazy. Everything is all over. But this is just a test run, so allow me to settle in and understand this whole situation. But 1st of April, we are hitting the ground and it will be big. Shout out to K's Media, Kuton, my brother Thompson Jr. Kuton, and my brother Tucson, Fox, Ultra Plaudits. I can name just a few people: the Gardens Church, Berea Church, people from Joyful Hymns, people from Soul Impact, Senziwe. These are people that I know. I will know more people, and trust me, as we grow, this will be greater and far-reaching. Have a great day. Have a blessed week.